Good day, learners. My name is Mr. Makengenene. Today we are going to do equivalent forms. Did you know that common fractions and decimal fractions and percentages have something in common? They can be written in equivalent form. We use them every day, but we are not aware. For example, a slice of bread is a fraction of a loaf. We use half a dozen of eggs when we are baking, but we never relate to them as fractions. Now, our lesson objective for today, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to express common fractions as decimals, as well as percentages, and from percentages to decimals, and decimals to fractions. We are also expected to use operations in common fraction form, decimal form, and percentage form. So our concept map for today, we are doing equivalent fractions, and they are divided into 3 segments. It's fractions, decimals, and percentages. So that is what we're going to deal with today. You should know the following: how to express percentages as common fractions. Let's look at an example. Our first example is writing 50% as a common fraction. The word percent, the symbol percent represents 100. So it will be 50 out of 100. That is our common fraction. So each time we write a percentage, we need to realize that the denominator is 100. Then we have to divide that denominator and numerator to simplify them. And so we will divide them with 50 divided by 50. We divide the numerator and the denominator with the same number, a fraction that will represent 1, because each time we divide with 1, then original fraction remains the same in terms of value. When we divide that by 50, 50 divided by 50 then becomes 1, and the denominator 100 divided by 50 becomes 2. So that is now a simplified fraction of 50 divided by 100. Let's look at the next one. We are to convert 30% as a common fraction. We follow the same. Because of that percentage, it would be 30 divided by 100. And then we again divide, but this time we need to divide by a number that will make this number smaller, and that would be 10 divided by 10. That value will then make 30 divided by 10 to become 3, and 100 divided by 10 to become 10. So that is now a fraction, common fraction for 30%, and we are now able to remember that those fractions that we did. As we move on, for today we're going to talk about equivalent. These are words that we need to remember: equivalent and convert. Equivalent means equal in value. For an example, we've just done a fraction of 50 divided by 100. And the outcome, when we simplified it, we found a half. The half then and 50 divided by 100 are the 2 fractions with the same value. Same fraction, yet written differently. The other one is with large numbers, the other one is with smaller numbers. So equivalent means a fraction that is equal in value, and yet it is a different numbers are being used. The second word is convert, which means to change, which means we'll be given a statement, and that statement will then, or that expression, or those numbers that would be given, would need to change them depending on what they say we should convert them to. So the word convert is a new term, but it represents change. For now, let's go for an ad break. See you soon.